you guys see the film?
I did.
Oh, cool. What did you think?
I went in expecting just another regular movie. Sat there
really?
like a good critic with my clipboard, taking notes.
Right.
15 minutes in, the pen was gone, and I was clutching the clipboard for dear life. Literally sinking deeper and deeper into my seat. It's like, oh, please don't show the red guy again. Don't show the red guy again. Oh, they showed the red guy again.
It's like that. I was the same. I kind of went in going, oh yeah, and then it started and the music, I was like, I was like, okay, strap yourself in, that's right. It's the guys who made Saw. This is going to be scary. The house that we filmed in was so scary. Like, I'm not particularly supernatural, like I'm born of two skeptics, but I can definitely feel an atmosphere, you know, if there's an odd, weird vibe, and that house had a very strange vibe.
I want to leave. I want to leave this house.
Clearly odd. Dark, creaky, weird, strange smells, just very bizarre. You could feel a little bit unnerved sitting there, even surrounded by, you know, a film crew, which are loud and noisy and boisterous. And
James and Lee really are, I think, master filmmakers. I don't think you exaggerate when you use that term for them. What was it like working with them and seeing what their process was?
Lee is very funny. He's like quite a kind of stand-up comic. He just makes me laugh constantly. I keep telling him to write me a comedy. He's like hilarious.
Rose Byrne, the co-star of the film, has a massive trailer next door. We live in filth while she is probably luxuriating in her brass bathtub that she specifically requested, which can only ever be filled by Cristal champagne, I think. I think that's how you say. I'm not sure what it is because I'm one of the people, so I don't go near the stuff. But I think it's worth, if you have a diva like that, it's worth it sometimes because of the performance she delivers. When she turns up, she delivers. When she's sober, she delivers.
The two of them are really like, they finish each other's sentences. They're extremely close. They've been collaborating now for so long, and they were so cool to Patrick and I. Like very deferential in terms of like what our characters would want and do and say, and very collaborative in terms of some of the early domestic scenes and how we would act. And they were really trusted us, I think. And then just, you know, with horror, it's so about the timing. You know, it's like comedy in that sense. It's really, timing is everything, because it's such a spontaneous thing to be scared or to laugh, or, you know, it's something you can't predict.
Dalton! Honey, where are you?
Stay here. Foster, stay with your sister.
Dalton?
Dalton!
Dalton! Hey!
What? What happened?
Did you fall? Did you fall off the ladder? Did you fall down? Are you okay?
What are you two climbing the ladder?
Honey.
I can't imagine faking the amount of terror that you're able to put on screen. Does it make it harder to do that when everything is so technical and you have to worry about your mark and your spot?
I mean, filmmaking is technical. That's the bottom line. You know, it is always technical. Hit your mark, do that. So it's a very artificial way that you're performing. You know, whereas theatre is so sort of organic.
In this movie, a smile is way more terrifying than any scary face ever could be.
Yeah, I loved all that stuff. I just think I really went with that, and I feel like that kind of divides people a bit, whether they'll go into that further or not. And for me, I just thought it was so cool and such a doing something different, I thought, in the genre. I really went with it and found it very terrifying. But as a viewer, I just thought it was so weird and creepy, and without a drop of bloodshed or, you know, it's so not gory. It's just all this, you know, kind of imaginative work that they do, which I think is far scarier. He's not in a coma. They don't know what to call it. They don't know what to do with him, so they've just given up. Thank you.
Knowing that going in that they created Saw, were you surprised when you saw the final edit and there was no blood at all? That they really stayed true to a psychological?
Yeah, it's real. I wasn't. I mean, I knew when I signed on, this film was about. It was kind of an homage to growing up with films like Poltergeist and The Exorcist and Elm Street, and things like that, which deal with the supernatural not in a gory way, and they're very open about that, and trying to challenge that genre too, I think. So when I read the script, for me, it played sort of like a family drama, weirdly, in this horrendous situation, which is, because some horror films have, produced fantastic performances, like, The Priest in The Omen, or obviously Linda Blair and Ellen Bernstein, and these incredible performances that have happened, and I think that's what the guys wanted to give us room to do, is to sort of create this sort of drama within the confines of the genre.
This has gone too far.
No, please. Josh, you said that you would give her a chance.
Well, I have given her a chance, honey, but I can't have somebody coming into our home and telling us that the reason our son is in a coma is because his soul is floated off somewhere in another dimension.
Were you gonna bring her all the way here and not even consider what she's saying?
I did this to make sure you could feel at ease, and if it helped, great. I've listened to the Dog and Pony Show. I have seen the drawings. But to bring Dalton into it, no.
Why is our son still in a coma? Why can't the doctors tell us what is wrong with him?
You have 2 more movies coming out this year, right?
Yes, I do.
Bridesmaids and X-Men
Yes.
First Class?
Yeah,
What was it like
yeah.
working on X-Men in that comic book world?
Yeah, it was fun. It was great. It was a great, cool bunch of people. We had, Jennifer Lawrence, Zoe Kravitz, Michael Fassbender, James McAvoy, January Jones, Kevin Bacon, like this incredible cast. And it was a lot of fun, and Matthew Vaughn is the director, and I think it's going to be a real reinvention of the films, sort of like what, the Batman films have been sort of rebooted, and then Hulk has been rebooted. There's no point in doing it unless it's going to be a fresh take, and Matthew Vaughn's definitely doing that. It's the 60s, it's mutants, it's all that.
Now you're going to have horror fans that are in love with you, and comic book fans. It's going to be an onslaught.
Bring it on. I'm single. Got to find a husband out there somewhere between these two. No, I'm very flattered to be in. It's great. It's fun to be in something like X-Men because it's a universal title. I can say it to you. I can say it to the vendor on the street. I can say it to the taxi driver. I can say it to my mum. And everyone's like, "Oh, I get it." Like that's pretty amazing to be like in a film that crosses all those cultures and all those walks of life. So that's exciting to me.
And Damages?
Yes. We're now on DirecTV, and we are launched in July, and we're just halfway through season 4. So it's going really well. Yeah.
Amazing. Cool. Congratulations
Thank you.
again.
Cheers.
Thank you
Thanks
so
very
much.
Thanks.